So, how do you tell a story about a massive, life changing transformation in, what, less than a minute? Well, today we're going to deconstruct the brilliant narrative blueprint that's packed into this one tech commercial to figure that out. Okay, let's just dive right in.
Right, so that's the big question, isn't it? This ad takes on that exact challenge. And it's not just about showing off a product. No, it's about building an entire world, with a hero, a conflict, and a solution, all before you can even finish your coffee. Let's break down the blueprint they used.
Okay, so every good story kicks off with a problem, right? The first act here is called Haditi Yachangamoto, which literally translates to the story of the challenge. This is where we meet our protagonist and we really feel their struggle. And really, the entire ad, it just boils down to this one super powerful contrast. On the left, you've got Bayashara Yezamani. That's the old way. You can almost feel it in the words. Physical, exhausting, tough work. Then, on the right, you have Njia Yakisasa, the modern way. It's just effortless, clean, digital. This one visual basically lays out the entire journey of the commercial in a single frame. So get this, in the first 7 seconds, they absolutely nail the feeling of struggle. We meet our hero, and he's not some polished tech guy. He's out on a dusty street, the sun is just beating down on him, and he is literally carrying the weight of his business on his shoulders. He's knocking on doors, and nobody's answering. And check out the visual tone here, that warm, harsh color grading. It's all designed to make you feel how tired he is. It's a problem anyone can understand, and we get it instantly.
But then, bam, everything flips. Welcome to Act 2, Gia Mpia Inadihirika, or A New Way Emerges. This is the big pivot, where the whole story just shifts from struggle to solution.
And when I say it shifts, I mean it is instantaneous. We go from those harsh, warm tones of the dusty street to the cool, calm shade of a tree. Our hero isn't tired and frustrated anymore. He's kicked back, relaxed, just holding a smartphone. This isn't just a simple change of scenery, It's a total flip of his reality. The creators are basically shouting at us, the hard way is over. So what's the magic ingredient here? What makes all this happen? Well, it's SokoDig. The ad doesn't just present it as an app, but as the agent of change. It's the tool that unlocks this whole new reality. And even the branding, which you can see right here, it's clean, it's modern with that futuristic blue and orange. It's all telling us that this is the bridge to something new.
Now, this is where the ad does something really clever to show us just how big this platform is. It starts with something familiar, Bidahas de Champagne, which means products from the farm. Things like these bananas, tangible, traditional goods that are the heart of a local economy. But then, wait for it, they add this, RN5 Vecchi Digitali, or and digital devices. And that's the crucial part. This platform isn't just for one type of business. It's a bridge connecting the traditional agricultural world with the modern digital one. You can sell bananas and headphones from the same digital shop. That is an incredibly powerful message about opportunity for everyone.
All right, so we've seen the problem, we've met the solution. Now for Act 3, Suluhisho qua vitendo, or the solution in action. This is where they show us just how ridiculously simple it is to make the change. And the how is just beautifully simple. It's not some crazy 20-step process. It's just 3 things, just like you see here. Visit the website, click register, start selling. The message under all of this is that this incredible transformation isn't just for tech experts. It's for everybody. And it's available right now. And you got to pay attention to the design here because it's doing so much work. Look at how clean and simple that interface is. That register button, it's huge. You can't miss it. The goal here isn't to show off a bunch of complicated features. It's to get rid of any intimidation. If you're used to the physical work of knocking on doors, this makes the jump to digital feel totally possible.
And that brings us to the grand finale, Mabadiliko Nawito, the transformation and the call. This is where we get the emotional payoff and the final instructions for the audience. So what's the big result here? The story comes full circle in a really beautiful way. Remember how our hero started by knocking on doors that wouldn't open? Well, now he's just smiling at his phone because a new order just came in. The whole situation has completely flipped. He's not out there chasing customers anymore. The customers are now finding him.
And all of this whole journey, it just boils down to this one incredible tagline. Soko M Kanoni Mwako. It means market in your palm.
It's just the perfect summary of the entire 45-second story. The exhausting physical market has been replaced by a digital one that literally fits in the palm of your hand. And of course, they don't leave you hanging. The story wraps up with a super clear, direct call to action. This final frame gives you everything you need to start your own transformation. The website, the social media handle, all presented in that same clean, modern style. There's no confusion. The story's over, and now it's your turn.
You know, when you really look at it, this little 45-second story isn't just about an app, is it? It's really a perfect snapshot of a massive shift that's happening all over the world. And it leaves us with a pretty big question. What does the future of commerce really look like when the marketplace isn't a physical place anymore, but a device in everyone's palm?